Hi, Dr. Manny from Break the Cage MD here with Imani. So let's talk about what makes a narrative so powerful a force in your brain. Your narrative sets up your whole frame of reference. It sets up your model. So if you're holding the wrong narrative in your head, you collect all the wrong data. You look like you have ADD or whatever because you're not looking for the right date, like the right cues. The best way to think about this is imagine you're going outside and you're looking for, and I've had this happen. It's embarrassing, but it has happened. If I take my wife's car down to the store and I run to the store and I step outside mindlessly and I'm looking for my car, not going to find it. I'll walk past her car for a bit, walk back up the aisle, and it's not until I go back into the narrative or the frame of reference that, hey, I brought Amy's car, that I'll then activate that attention set and go looking for her car, and then I'll get home feeling kind of silly. But the point is that when you have a narrative, a frame of reference, or a set of metaphors in your working memory, it provides you with what are called affordances, ways to grab the idea and move it around. So, what they found is that in working memory, the representation that you choose affects how you solve the problem. Now, there's a lot of different facets to this, and I'll get into those on a later video. But things as small, or at least apparently small, as optimism and pessimism play into the framing and the frame of reference, because what they found is that there's behavior changes in loss and what's called loss and gain framing. You take risks differently, you assess the situation differently, and there's also things like anchoring. And anchoring is significant as far as I'm concerned in medicine because if you anchor on someone being ill, that person starts the behavior from the identity of illness. And they'll never really leave that identity. They'll be a little less sick, but they'll still be the person with the liver problems, the person with the mental illness. Whereas if you start from an anchor of an identity of health, then that person, they live based off of that identity. They have those reference points. I could geek into that a good bit as far as role theory, but I won't, not this time. But so that's the sort of the important role of the narrative. And when I said the word role, it made me think also. I look forward to later providing you a video about the importance that each role in the narrative plays and how your values determine which role when you go see a movie you identify with. But I'll save that for dessert. Break the Cage MD.